Hello teachers! In this video I'm going to show you how to make a choice in Moodle, which we've already learned is the easiest and quickest and simplest way to do a needs assessment at the beginning of the month. So first of all, remember to turn editing on, and then go to the tile in which you want to place your needs assessment, and scroll down to the end of the tile and click on Add an Activity or Resource. And choice, you can see, is the green circle with the question mark in the middle, so select that one. And then for the title, it can be whatever you want. Something like that. You could even put the, the title of the theme of the month as well, something like that. And then in description, this will sort of be at the top, underneath the title of your choice. So for description, I often, give instructions for how many options I want them to pick, or explain about a needs assessment. So, so I could say something like, please choose your top 2 choices for what you want to learn about this month, something like that. It's a good idea to tell students how many choices they should choose, because you can't really limit it unless you want to limit it to just one, which I'll show you in a second. So if you want them to choose more than one, then tell them how many, so they don't just click on all of them, or not enough. Maybe they just click on one and you want them to choose 2. So then scroll down. So you have a few options here. So display mode for the options. So this is your choice. Whatever you think will be easier for your students to read, you can display the multiple choice options that you're going to create horizontally. So yeah, like this. Or you can choose display vertically if you want, if you think that would be easier. So that would be sort of up and down. So yeah, that's up to you. I'll just keep it as is for now. And then there are some more options here that are choice specific that you should look at. So allow choice to be updated. So if you want students, for whatever reason, to be able to change their answer later, or redo their answer, you would change this to yes. I don't want that. I just want them to make the choice, and then that's where I'm going to, and that's the choice. Those are the choices on which I will base my planning for the month. Allow more than one choice to be selected. So I teach in the evening, so sometimes we really don't have a lot of time to learn about a lot of topics within a theme. So sometimes, yeah, I just want them to choose one. But up here, maybe depending on what shift you teach, you have more time. So maybe you want them to pick 2 or 3. So in that case, then you would, in that case, you would choose yes here, based on these instructions. I want them to pick 2, not just 1. They're top 2, so change this to yes. But if you just want them to choose 1, keep that at no. Okay, limit the number of responses allowed. I wouldn't do this one because this would limit the number of students who could choose a specific topic, and you don't want to do that. You want to find out what topic is the most popular and not put any limits on the options. So I would keep this at no. The only reason I could see for using this would not be for a needs assessment, but would be for maybe scheduling progress meetings or assessment times, then you might only want one student per time slot that you would put in the option. So maybe then you would select yes, but for a needs assessment, just keep that at no as well. And then it's time to select your options. So the topic options that you're trying to figure out, okay, which ones are you going to cover this month? So how do you choose them? Well, you can look at the headings in your OLC under that topic to see what, under that theme that is, to see what topics and modules are available. Or of course you can go to the staff room and look up the curriculum guides. And so I looked up money and consumerism. So I see that there's one on investing, there's one on taxes, and one on scams. Okay, there's an online shopping module. So those are sort of the, you could use the headings from the curriculum guide and or the online classroom and add other topics that you think might be relevant or interesting for students. So that's what I'll do, and each option is one option in the multiple choice. So I'll put, I want to learn about investments, okay? And then I'll type another one, I want to learn about taxes. And then I want to learn about how to avoid scams and fraud. And the fourth one was, I guess, online shopping. I want to learn about, I want to learn about online shopping. And maybe I'll add another one because I have a 6-7 split, so maybe some of them still just want to learn about general banking. I want to learn about banking in Canada. So yeah, the mixture of your own or whatever options you want to put in there. It's fine. The rest of the settings are pretty standard for Moodle for the most part. So, I mean, if you want to set the availability, you can. I'm not going to do that. This is the other one that is special. So this will determine whether you want to publish the results to students. So if you leave it as is, the students cannot see the results. They can vote in the choice, of course, but they can't see the results, which is fine. I sometimes like students to see what the most popular topics are, and so on. So, I mean, it's up to you what you do. There's a lot of options here. So sometimes, okay, I don't want students to see the results. I don't want that to affect what they say, you know, so it becomes a popularity contest or something. So only after they answer. So you could choose that one. Or you could show results to students only after the choice is closed, if you closed it in the availability, or always show results to students. So it's up to you, whatever you think. But I like students to be able to view things after they're done. So I'll choose this one. And then that would give you more options here. So the level of privacy. So, so you could publish full results showing names and their choices. I think, you know, since I'm displaying it for students, I might publish just the anonymous results so they can see how many people voted for what. But again, that's up to you. You can choose whatever you think works best for your class, because when you capture the results for the portfolio, you know, the students might see each other's names anyway. So that's up to you. Show column for unanswered. That would just be a column of all the students who did not answer. I keep that as no. I don't think that's necessary when I'm trying to figure out, okay, what's the most popular topic? And include responses from inactive or suspended users. I would say just leave that as no as well. And then, you know, everything else is sort of the same as everything, you know, show on course page, add restrictions, completion. You don't need to worry about any of that stuff. Okay, so I think I'm happy with that. So I'm going to click Save and Display. And here's what it looks like. So of course you can, make the formatting on the description more fancy. You could even add a picture, which sometimes looks nice, but you see there's my title, there is the description, which are the instructions, and then which tells them to choose 2 choices, and and it says the privacy option. So full results showing everyone's choices will be published after you answer. Okay, good. That was what I wanted. Of course, if I'm not happy with how this looks, I can edit it. If you remember, I did opt to display the choices vertically, and that's what it looks like here. But if I wasn't happy with that, I could go back into editing, edit it to, oh yeah, sorry, no, I opted to display them horizontally, but I could change it to vertically, and then it would look a little bit different. Maybe that will look nicer in this case because the answers are kind of long. Oh yeah, I like that better. So yeah, I think I will display these vertically like that, so the checkboxes are nice and neat there. But it's up to you, whatever you think your students will find easier. And then, of course, students are free to make their 2 choices, whatever they are. Click on them and then save their choice. Yes, and it says your choice has been saved. This is what the students will see, and then they can scroll down and see everybody else's results. Of course, nobody else has voted yet, but and I can also see my results with my little picture there. So that's what it will look like. Okay, so I think that is how you build a choice for needs assessment. I will just show you another excellent needs assessment example, one that's fully filled out so that you can see what that looks like. And I'm viewing this in Sue Howard's class. So this was for health and safety. What do you want to learn more about? So if I click on this to take a look, so yeah, similar thing. She has instructions, choose 3 things you want to learn more about. And she's publishing anonymous results. So she chose anonymous view for the students. And also, yeah, there are the little check boxes displayed vertically. So what I can do now, okay, there's 12 responses in Sue's class. So the teacher can click on this to take a closer look at the responses. And then you can see, okay, all the students are there. The results in Sue's are anonymous to the students, so the students cannot see the people's names. They can see how many people voted for each topic, though. And you can see, which topics are most popular. So that's what a choice looks like when it's done and people have voted on their choices.